Okay, so today I'm going to share with you guys something that is, I believe, a week or two old. It's an experiment from Google, and it's really awesome, and it's a great way for social studies and history teachers, and even science and math, and even English teachers, everyone, to incorporate Google Maps and Google Earth into your classroom. We all know the students love Google Earth. We all know their favorite pastime is looking up their house and looking at the pictures. So this is going to give us a way to incorporate Google Maps and Google Earth into our classroom. So to start with, I want to show you one. This is an example of a completed Google tour. This is actually the one that my class did this week. There's three different parts to the tour. There's the tour guide, which is over here. There's the center part where your content is. And then probably the coolest part that I know my students really enjoyed is the interactive map that will actually move based on your locations. So I'll show you a little bit and then we'll show you guys how to make one. Excuse me. So I always love to have my tours, whether it was in the Google custom map or whatever. I always love to have them start off from the school site. It just gives the kids some context, gives them something that they understand already. So this one, as you can see in this window, it's zooming in on Google Earth and it's going to land right at Burke Corona, and I was able to zoom in enough that it's literally my classroom right where I'm sitting. You can see here, now in the middle, the content has changed. I have the school logo here, as well as some brief description of what's going on and the date. So if I click on either next over here, or I click on the next piece of my tour guide, like Beijing, the map here is zooming out and is now going to follow this yellow line and go over to Beijing, China. So again, it's giving the kids some context of different locations in Earth in relation to them. Here you can see I was able to put in more of a description of the population, and then the coolest part to me is that this includes multimedia. You can see here I have a bunch of pictures. You can record video, you can add in pictures, you can add in YouTube clips, you can add in all sorts of stuff, and the kids would have access here to zoom in more if they need to, or zoom out. So now that we know what a completed tour looks like, let's go real fast and look at how to build one. So to build one, you go to tourbuilder.withgoogle.com, or what I did is I just Googled Google Tour Builder. You have to log into your account and you have to have the Google Earth plugin installed. If you don't have the Google Earth plugin installed, the computer will actually detect it and walk you through the steps on how to do it. Once you're ready to go, you would click Create a Tour. You would go ahead and label your tour, and this is where you would put your name. All your tours are kept private until you decide to share them, so if you have one that's kind of in progress, or if you just want to test one, you can go ahead and do that, and nobody will see it until you decide to share it with them. You go ahead and click Create Tour, and it will load. Now, one thing about it, being experimental, it does have some bugs still, so if something's not working, I highly suggest refreshing the page. In fact, when I tried to do this video the first time, something wasn't working, and I had to just simply refresh the page. So here again, if you need to modify your name or the author's name, that's cool. You can add an introduction picture, and you could write a summary for your tour. So thinking having our students do this eventually, this would be a great area for them to summarize what they're going to do on the rest of this tour. When you want to add a location, you click on Add Location, and you can either drop a place mark somewhere on the map, or you can start and you can search for a location. So I'm going to search again for Burke Corona, because that's where I have all of my tours start this year. Last year was my senior. And the map is going to find Burke Corona for me. Again, moving, nice and interactive, perfect for those kids who love to see things move. And I can zoom in by using the plus sign here. I can go all the way in until literally I'm looking at the buildings. And if I can click Add to Tour, it will add it. Or if I want to go to a specific spot like my classroom, I could drop a place mark right there. And then click Add to Tour. Now here's where the best part comes in, because this is kind of similar to custom map, but with the tour builder, I'm able to enhance the story by adding photos and videos. You can add up to 25. You can use photos from your albums or from your personal YouTube or school YouTube. You can upload photos, upload videos. You can search for images and search for YouTube, or if you have the link for the URL. But probably one of the coolest features to me is that I can directly in the tour builder click record a video, and it will record me talking and a video of me talking, and I can set it to when a student clicks on a certain location, that video pops up. So if you're looking as a way to try to modify lectures and try to make it a little bit more interactive for the kids, what you would do is you would record your video of you explaining why this point or this area is important, and then the kids could watch it on the computer. So the multimedia portion of this is huge and awesome. You also have the option, if you're looking at something historical, you can set a month, date, and year. And then of course down here, this is where you would tell your audience a little bit about this location. This is if you're having them do a web quest where you would put your content. If you want to share something unique about the area, you would put your content here. You can change the icon as well, and then that's pretty much it. And then you hit new location. You would add your new location. I'll put China. And again, it just goes over here. I can click add to tour. And I do the same thing. And from there, you build your tour. When you're done, click save now. You click done editing. You click the share button. And you have to change it here from private now to anyone who has the link. And now simply copy and paste this link, send it to your students, and they can access it. This is also a great thing to put on a blog if you have one or a class website. So that's Google Tour Builder. Like I said, it's still new, so it's probably going to get even better. It's an awesome tool that I highly suggest all social studies teachers check out. But it definitely has integration concepts and ways that you could do it in other classes as well. So if you find anything really cool, or if you really make an awesome tour, please definitely share with us. Thanks.